am Fabian Lopez, the Director of Corporate Social Responsibility at Appfire. Appfire is a software development company that delivers software to collaboration platforms like Atlassian, Monday.com, Microsoft, Salesforce. We deliver software that helps people to work better together. I started with Appfire in February 2022. As we launched our Corporate Social Responsibility program, we decided to call it the Appfire Town, the global town with heart and soul. When we launched Appfire Town, we were inspired by the principle of we have as a company to give back because we want to be human. The other decision that we made at that time was to keep our program open so we can invite our family members, friends, professional customers, organizations, all of us working together with just one goal: to do goodness and to do it better, because when we are incorporating other people to join us, we are also bringing different experiences, more ideas, different perspectives in how we can help others. We really enjoy what we're doing because we are working together. We can see our friends and family working with us. We can see our customers, our partners, all with the same goal. And that is the real value of this fictional town that is open and is basically a town with heart and soul, where heart is on the center of everything we do. During the last 3 years, we were able to do many different initiatives in different places. But one of them that started with just one idea from one of our employees was in Moshi, Tanzania. We always look for those ideas that are important to our team members. We always say if it's important in your heart, it's a call to action to us. That was just one small question, but was the beginning of the ripple effect. Some kids in Moshi, Tanzania, they're orphans, they're on the street playing the whole day, or they don't have the resources to go to private school. We were able to participate on the construction of a child development center from the beginning, purchasing the land, selecting the layout, preparing the place, planting trees, veggies, and sometimes being involved as a volunteer, painting or finishing the place. With this child development center, we open the doors to a space where they can be safe, receive attention, but also a place where they can have a garden, some fruit trees that we planted. So to us, I can say that's kind of our proud moment. Not because we did it, it's because how we did it. Working with the local people, working with local kids, families, professionals. Every time we go back to Moshi, Tanzania, it's like a visit our family, our friends. We're checking how they're doing. We continue in conversation with them. We continue fundraising. But one of the things that we discovered with that particular spark that triggered that ripple effect is the number of projects that we identify that we can do in that community. We can invite them to work together. Like we have a Mosquisa soccer team. They're receiving computer classes from our team members or one of the orphans that we provide equipment. They're also helping the Child Development Center. So we're kind of building that kind of movement in the community. Again, small actions. If we work together, we can make them grow. Appfire Town, the global town with heart and soul, has a presence now in Moshi, Tanzania, a place that we can visit and a place we can use to show us an example of what we can do when we work all together. We thought our program execution is going to be smooth, without any problem. As we were starting creating the program and setting the baseline, how we're going to approach it, that was February 2022, we have a situation in the whole world. And our team members from Ukraine, they were asking for help. Our team members in Poland, they were asking how we can help. So after working with them and trying to find the priorities, we identified that if we rent a van, we can help bringing refugees from the border into the safe place, into the city. So we rented the van, and our employees, they were taking turns. They were working together, and they drove more than 15,000 kilometers during the month. They did multiple trips to different locations, delivering supplies or bringing refugees. For us, that experience was the beginning of a journey that we'll never forget. It looks like a simple action, but what's behind the action is what is important, because that was the solid foundation for Appfire Town. Because at the center of that action was empathy, was our heart, Our core value, be human. Without knowing, that changed forever the way that we were creating Appfire Town. So we're always looking new ideas, new initiatives. We invite our team members to share what is important to them so we can empower that idea and make it bigger. Despite we continue working with the long-term programs like Emoji Tanzania, Atitlan Guatemala, Argentina, where we're doing the Festival of Resiliency and Empathy, we're also looking for those local or regional initiatives that we can support. One of them is in Nepal. Working with a local organization, they're building a place that will host 26 kids with disabilities. In that place, they will receive instruction, care from professionals, and they will be safe. Right now, they're staying alone in their houses. We want to change that. So we want to be sure that these 26 kids, by the end of the year, they have a new place where they can go and stay. That one started with a group of co-workers going into a vacation trip and looking for some opportunity to volunteer. For us, that was the small drop needed to spark and trigger a ripple effect. We always say, start locally, regionally, and then go globally. And then we try to share to inspire others so we can multiply and amplify the effects of our actions. Appfire Town is a place where we learn from every single activity. We have a new experience. One of the things I learned is there is always a way to get to that destination. If we involve professionals, partners, customers, local organizations, the person who is actually needing the help, it is much easier because we can bring all those ideas together and just find a way to execute it. Sometimes will take more time, but if we start with the end in mind, we know that we will get there. And with the technology that we have available, we can speed up the process. We can help others, we can inspire others, and we can also use our skills in the remote way. Just teaching English to a person in Ukraine or providing principles like a project management, task management, or helping with the configuration of help center for organizations. And if we work together with the heart in the center of the conversation, we know the Appfire Town will be there. And that is the way we want to work. The main learning for us, there is always an opportunity to have a different experience, a different memory in our heart. That is the center of all of our actions. The best piece of advice I wish I had before entering into the Appfire Town or Appfire was to be prepared for the emotional aspect of doing goodness. Sometimes we think it's a project. Yeah, we have to build a school, we have to do ABC, and we think it's beginning and the end. Sometimes we forget that between the beginning and the end is a process. It's an impact in your heart, in your emotions, because you're interacting with other individuals. Individuals, they have the same feeling or the same desire to do goodness. At the same time, you are interacting with those that are in need. They have some specific need in that precise moment. And when you are helping to achieve that, there is a transformation in their faces, the way they share the stories, and the emotional connection heart to heart that we establish. Appfire Town, the global town with heart and soul, is that. It's the place where you can help others, but at the same time you grow internally. It's a place where if you share, you will inspire others. It doesn't matter how big. It can be a small action of kindness, but if you share it, it will multiply. Don't do it alone. Invite your friends, family, customers, local organization professionals. They want to be part of your journey. And all together can be part of the journey of those individuals. Appfire Town is a fictional town, but it's real in your heart. It's a global town with heart and soul, and you're invited to be part of us. Join us, send us ideas. We want to work together. We want to be part of your journey.